Howdy there, Murdoch here, and we're back in this video with, I guess, a bit of a reaction to Wrestlemania 34. I just want to talk about a couple little things that is just kind of eating at me a little bit here. The main thing I actually wanted to talk about, the Smackdown Women's Championship match at Wrestlemania 34. I was kind of giving ratings to the matches, just sort of in the moment. I don't normally do that, but I just felt like doing it for this one. So, bam, right there, there's proof. I tweeted it. I had to burp a little bit. As far as the way I felt about that women's match, I thought it was a great match. I think I gave it 4 stars or something, which was my highest rated match of the night. So they definitely won match of the night. So Auska, Charlotte, amazing. Their entrances were great too. In particular, Charlotte with her, it almost felt like a nod to Hunter's WrestleMania 30 entrance when he faced Daniel Bryan in the beginning of that show. It had that feel to it, just really epic, and it kind of had like a Conan, fantasy vibe. Like, it was really cool, which, makes sense with her whole Queen moniker or whatever. It's a booking issue, and it's with Charlotte winning. I love Charlotte. Charlotte is one of my top 5 current favorite wrestlers. I think she's incredible. She shouldn't have won, and I really feel pretty strongly about this. She's been booked pretty strong over the last couple of years, so getting the win at WrestleMania doesn't really make that much of a difference, and stopping Auska's streak, it adds like a little notch in her belt, of course, to stop Auska's streak, but the thing is that it damages more than it does good, I think. Having Charlotte stop Auska's streak, to some degree, invalidates the streak to begin with. Because if Auska tears through NXT, tears through the women's division, beats everybody in her way, just to get to WrestleMania and to lose to Charlotte, it somewhat invalidates the streak on the whole, and invalidates some of the matches that Auska had previously. If Charlotte was always going to win, then I don't know that you had to have the streak last for as long as it did. Like, they could have cashed in on that momentum previously, given the rub to somebody else. Here's my other issue, is that you have this huge streak that gets kind of cut awkwardly short because she gets to the very, summit of the mountain or whatever, and then just falls off. The whole momentum was to get to the top and become the champion, but she failed. It doesn't feel satisfying from a story perspective, and it doesn't feel satisfying from a streak perspective. She's also the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner. As we all know, winning the Royal Rumble entitles you to a title shot at WrestleMania. Of course, that's what still happened, but see, the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner loses? Doesn't that hurt the mystique of winning the Rumble to begin with? And then, once again, you have all the women that were in the Royal Rumble that Auska outlasted, and it feels like they're doubly losers to me now. If Auska, having won the Rumble, and then if she would have won at WrestleMania, that validates the fact that Auska was able to defeat all these other women. Now you have the first ever Royal Rumble winner being a loser. That's like having the first ever Money in the Bank winner fail as cash-in, and it's like, then why'd you do it? It feels like it invalidates Rumble a little bit. I don't like that. I don't need the Royal Rumble winner to win all the time, of course. It's just for the first one, it kind of feels like that she should have, right? Like, it's weird. It leaves me wanting, and it's something that will never be fulfilled, and that's kind of a bummer. This is why I think Auska should have won. Because not only does it validate all those things I just complained about, is that then you can make some real money. Real money. This is the sort of thing you always hear, like, Austin and, Hogan, those guys talk about. Then you build this feud, like a real feud, around Charlotte and Auska. Because going into Mania, there was basically no feud. Not really, right? And now you actually have Auska as the champion, and then this be kind of a thorn in the side, or like the blotch in the resume of Charlotte, is that she lost the title at WrestleMania to Auska. So going into SummerSlam, you could have a legitimate feud between the two of them. Like some real tussling back and forth, and Charlotte needs that road to redemption, right? That road to redemption for having lost the title at WrestleMania to Auska. So that's already really interesting. And then you have, other shows along the way where you sell that match. You make money on that. And now that doesn't exist. Not really. I mean, we'll see Smackdown tomorrow, maybe today, depending on when you watch this video. Or you have somebody else enter the fray. I propose Naomi. Naomi is pretty darn over with the crowd. She's really good in the ring, very popular. You have Naomi be the one to stop the streak. That immediately makes her epic. It's a thing that they talk about forever, for the ages. Like, that's something that, like, you always hear, like, reflected on once again by the old timers. It'd be that sort of story moment that not Charlotte Flair, but Naomi is the one who could stop Auska's reign, right? That is, that's so much more compelling than what we got and what I feel like we will get now. So they failed to cash in on the streak in a truly meaningful way, in my opinion. I think that's a problem. I don't think it does that much for Charlotte, and I think it could have meant so much more for Auska's career and character, and it could have meant more for Charlotte down the road with a redemption story, or with a Naomi dethroning the Empress. But here we are. Just Charlotte still has the title, which is cool, I guess, but it's disappointing. Yeah, unfortunately it's disappointing, but there you go. Those are my general thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is not normally something I'm going to be doing on this channel. It just, I happen to be really amped up at the moment, and I just wanted to talk about it. So, yeah, beyond that, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more content from me, generally lots of silly stuff. Occasionally, I guess I'm doing reflections on these things, but I do like vlogs and toy reviews, silly sketches, lots of fun stuff. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. As I always say, it makes me feel like I accomplished something. But otherwise, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.